Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says the state assembly will begin impeachment proceedings against Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan after her felony obstruction conviction on Thursday night. Vos and Assembly Majority Leader Tyler August said that will happen unless Dugan resigns from her office immediately. A jury on Thursday found Dugan guilty of a federal felony of that charge of obstruction. Her defense team released a statement shortly after the verdict saying in part, quote, "We have planned for this potential outcome and our defense of Judge Dugan is just beginning. This trial required considerable resources to prepare for, and public support for Judge Dugan's defense fund is critical as we prepare for the next phase of this defense," end quote. A sentencing date has not yet been set.